see what I be on, got a different style, they be at the brand new. When they know I've been around, got a fake smile on your face, cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not, gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now, Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Tennessee Titans and the Philadelphia Eagles. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
On 2nd down.
Tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Tannehill on 1st down.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Run for Pierce out of the gun.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
That pass taken in by Burks. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown.
Dameon Pierce His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
A dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
To the air again, Tannehill. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Titans have taken the lead.
Gould able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 33-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they change.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
From 21 yards away.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
18 Cardinal.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Come on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
19 Tiger.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get this up to about the 40. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
They go play action with Hurts.
He'll buy some time right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Throwing his Hurts.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
The Eagles at 9-2 to start play. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts.
This is complete to Watkins on the slant.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. Here's Hurts to throw.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Throwing again on second down. Hurts throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another carry for Pierce. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On third down, here's Pierce. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Pierce now up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
There you go, right here.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Dameon Pierce with his 2nd touchdown here in this first. A bit further. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone.
Let's go now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Ask any pass rusher, and they'll tell you any quarterback who lines up every time and goes straight back in the pocket, that's who they want. But when they have to deal with a Jalen Hurts who may come at them from any angle and can get outside of the pocket and run, that's a nightmare for anybody who has to rush the quarterback. And I love Jalen Hurts' athletic ability. Almost a 4.6 runner. This guy can get outside the pocket and make plays with his legs as well as his arm.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Pass number 11, pass number 11. Big. 60 Vikings.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. But I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
18 Cardinals.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
On 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown.
Quez Watkins.
A touchdown on a kick return and now run through the air.
And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. 3rd and long, it's Tannehill.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Here we go. Here we
Second
go.
and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. They'll look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the third sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Pierce gets this one running right. And he's got room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 109 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. They go again with Pierce. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the 50, it's Tannehill. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Titans. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and they are able to add on to their advantage. Gold with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Throwing again on
second down, but this time it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Tannehill. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Tannehill. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And this is caught by Watkins.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready, get.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Throwing is Hurts.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Ready. Come back in. Come back in.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
That's going to be caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now here's Pollard, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Pollard again. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Tannehill.
And that's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.
Ready.
Somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.